welcome to Skyhawk Pilot Lessons. By this time, most of you should have had your first test and gotten your results back. I know I had my first test last week and I made an A, but some of you might not have done so well. Up next, we have a segment where some students discuss their first test grades.
I can't believe we took our first test just last week and our grades are already posted.
I know. I'm glad our teacher posted our grades on Blackboard so that we can check them more quickly.
Me too. Oh, look, there's Katie and Kevin.
Hey.
Hey, guys. Hey, our grades from our first test are posted. We're checking. You might want to check.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Already? What did you think about the test?
It was easy, so. Hey, I came to check my Facebook, but I can check my test.
All right. So we're good then.
Gosh, I know we studied a lot for this test, but I'm still nervous about seeing this grade.
Oh, I know, but I think we prepared pretty well.
I do too. I'm so glad we did our note group.
Oh, me too, but I really wish I would have gone over my notes a little bit more before the test.
The more you go over it, the better you do.
For sure.
So like I said, the test was easy. I finished it in 30 minutes flat.
You think so? Man, I was so tired because I stayed up all night studying and I couldn't concentrate whenever I got to the test, so there's no telling how I did.
Man, I bet you did fine.
I don't know. But thanks, I'm sure you did good too.
I did, I know.
Here it comes. Oh, I got an A.
That's awesome. I knew you'd do well.
I'm so glad.
I can't believe you did so good on your first test.
Thanks. Okay, I'll log off and you can get on. Check yours. Katie, how'd you do?
I got a C. But, I mean, that's okay, considering that I couldn't focus during the test because I stayed up all night studying for it. I guess the lesson learned from this is next time, go to bed at a decent hour. But, oh well. Maybe next time. But what'd you get, Ashley?
Okay, I didn't do too bad. I got a B, so I'm okay with that. I think I could have done a little bit better if I would have gone over my notes a lot more.
Well, I think that's a great start for the first test.
Yeah, for my first test, I'm okay with a B.
That's good.
So, Kevin, what did you make?
Yeah. Let's hear it.
I didn't do so well. I don't get it. I finished the test in like 30 minutes. It doesn't make sense. I don't even know what I could have done.
Well, it was your first test. Did you study?
Oh yeah, that's what the note group was for, wasn't it? Right?
Oh, well, the note group was to get you a complete set of notes. Did you study those?
Well, yeah, I studied a little.
Well, I don't know. It was your first test, so maybe you can do some things different for the next test.
I don't know. What can I do?
I think the best thing that we did was do our note group every week so that by the time the test had come, we had been over the notes plenty of times and it was all familiar to us.
Yes, having a complete set of notes really, really helped me out because I could go over it and over it and over it again in advance.
And on your own.
Yes, on my own too.
Yeah.
A lot of times I make note cards, but I didn't for this test, and I think that's why I made a B. But usually I make note cards, and that really helps me to drill information into my brain.
Yeah. And when you go to study for your next test, you might want to try studying in a group. I prefer to study on my own, but you could try it. It works for some people, and it doesn't work for others.
You know what? That's a really good idea. I think I'm going to do note cards because that's kind of like rewriting your notes, and I really think that that would help me.
Yeah, and I guess next time I'll actually look at my notes afterwards.
Yeah.
Like you said, looking at notes right after class. So.
Yeah, I think that would benefit both of us.
Yeah, we'll get them next time though.
Yeah, we'll get them.
If you weren't happy with your test results, then maybe you should change your study habits. You can ask your PEP leader or faculty mentor for more advice, or you can go talk to your professor. Having a good relationship with your professor can really benefit you. I know I've had the same professors for multiple classes, and getting to know them has really helped me. Amy has more.
My name is Amy Roberts, and I'm a junior marketing major at the University of Tennessee at Martin. It's really, really important to build relationships with your professors. Why? Because when you're on the verge between an A and a B, you really want an A. And how do you do this? Just sit in front of the classroom, actively participate in class, or just go to class, and maybe just stop by your professor's office once or twice during the semester. All of this really helps your professor get to know you, and obviously you're really, really trying. It's also important because when you're about to graduate and you're sending out resumes, you need a professional letter of recommendation. This is where your professors really come in handy because they know you, they know how you are, they know that you're trying really hard in school, and they can give that professional insight to a future employer.
If you're still looking for ways to get involved, you might consider joining an NPHC fraternity or sorority. Christopher Craig has more on this topic.
Hello, my name is Christopher Craig. I'm interning here at the Greek Life office at UTM, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about NPHC organizations. We don't really work like IFC and NPC, or they usually bid. We usually have interest meetings and informational meetings. Sorry about that. Informational meetings are basically when you learn a little bit about the fraternity or organization you're trying to join. They'll post up things around campus, and if you're interested, you'll find it and you'll show up. The dress affair is usually business casual, business attire, and when it's time for interest meeting, that's when it's actually time to get started and get on the train. And then you will learn things about how to actually join, and GPA that you need, and the extracurriculars that you need. A little tips about joining the fraternities and sororities that you're interested in is don't be all up under them, you know, just casually let them know that you're interested, do things that you need to do to be joining the group, and it'll all come to you. Sell yourself. It's just like a job. Make them say, I need you in my organization. And I think that's about it.
Today at 4 is the deadline to donate blood to the blood battle against Murray State. And also tomorrow we'll be playing Murray State at 6 at the football stadium. And don't forget to wear your t-shirt. This fall, UT Martin will be raising money for St. Jude through an event called Up Till Dawn. Stay tuned for more information.
We are here at St. Jude. Amy, will you tell us a little bit about St. Jude's mission?
Yeah, Katie. St. Jude is a children's hospital that is here to save lives and cure cancer. It opened its doors in 1962. No referrals are turned away, and the children's parents don't pay a dime.
That's awesome, but how does St. Jude afford that?
That's a great question. St. Jude is able to do all this for these families because of people like you and me. It is supported by donations. That's actually why we're here today, Katie, to learn about how UTM students can get involved by raising money for St. Jude and uniting to fight childhood cancer through Up Till Dawn.
Awesome. Well, what is Up Till Dawn?
Up Till Dawn is a new student organization that is raising money for St. Jude. We're having a lot of events, but mainly our letter writing event, which will be taking place October 10th, and it's surrounded by a lot of fun.
That's great. Well, how can everybody get involved?
That's a great question. First, fill out the 50 names fast form that your PEP leader will be giving you today, and be sure to look out for our first club meeting coming up and our awareness week, September 26th through September 30th.
Join us October 10th to save the day the St. Jude way.
For more information or any questions regarding Up Till Dawn, contact David Taylor and Student Organizations. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next week on Skyhawk Pilot Lessons.